Would you like to learn how to rotate any object in AutoCAD in an easy manner? Be with me and boost your knowledge. Let's go! Hey there, and welcome to your YouTube channel, Civil Engineering with Reza. Today we will focus on learning how to rotate any object in AutoCAD. So, without wasting any time, let's jump into our tutorial. Let's go! At first, let's learn how we can call our command with three ways. The first way is coming to this modify panel, then in here you can have access to the rotate command. The other method is coming to the modify part, and from here you can have access to the rotate command. And the third case is using the alias, which is RO, as the alias of rotate. And after entering, our command is active. Like previous modify commands, we can do in two different ways. The first way is selecting our object, then activating our command, and the other way is calling our command, then selecting the object. I at first select my object, now I call my command. Now as you can see, the rotate command is active. Here asks me, like the previous commands, the base point. The base point can be any point. It means that it's the center of the rotation. But the results are different. Let's do it in different ways. For example, at first I do based on the edge of this rectangle. I select this base point, then now it's the time to give the angle. If I rotate in the counterclockwise, I need to give the positive value for that. But if I want to rotate in clockwise, I need to give the negative value. What is that? Let's see it. If I give 45, it will rotate in this manner, as you can see, and the center of the rotation is here. Let me undo, and this time I want to rotate it, this case, based on this part, but with negative value, minus 45. Now, as you can see, it rotates based on the clockwise. And I told you that the base point that you select is important. If this time I select the center point, as you can see, the center of rotation is changing, and it shows you the initial part with a light color, as you can see. But if I this time give the 45, as you can see, the center of rotation affects the final condition of our shape that is rotated. So it was all the information about the basic infos, but let's go some more in advanced cases. Now if I select my object and select the command of rotate, if I select this point, as you can see, I can, as you saw previously, when I use the rotate, my first object is removing and I have just one object. But maybe you need to keep your object and do a duplicate rotated form of that. For that case, you can come to this copy, or you can type C and enter. This time, if I give, for example, positive 45, it rotates in this case, and if I say minus 45, like previous case, it rotates in this manner. I say 45 and enter. As you can see, I have both the objects. The first one, that was the initial, and the rotated one at the same time. Now let me delete this one. So now let's talk about another capability of rotate command. If I select the rotate and my object, now I want my object to be aligned with this line that you can see here, which has 45 degrees based on the horizontal line. Now I want this part as my base point. Now I have another subcommand, which is reference. I select this and says what is your reference angle. Imagine that it's 0 at first, and I select this. It says that you can give me the new angle. Your reference angle was 0. If I give me the 45, it will be like the previous case that we considered. But this time I use the point method, and I say I want my rectangle to be aligned with these points. It's the first point and it's the second point. As you can see, this time my rectangle is aligned based on the previous line that I had here. It was all the information about the rotate command, and I tried to give it in a short period of time but in a useful manner. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, join to our community by subscribing and like this video. If you want to learn more about these kind of tutorials, check our playlist on AutoCAD 2025, which has a lot of information that can boost your knowledge in AutoCAD. Thanks for watching, best wishes, take care and goodbye.